The Merry Christmas Bird. Suzanne Marsh. You're going to give her a what for Christmas? Vic, she is 6 years old. Do you seriously think she can take care of a parakeet? Vic gave me one of his cockeyed grins. Laurie, we can call the parakeet Merry Christmas. Ollie will enjoy the bird, maybe. She can teach it to talk. Laurie looked him right in the eye. Look, Vic, I have already flushed enough fish down the toilet to stock Lake Michigan. Remember the frog, when it got loose, who was it that had to catch it again? It sure wasn't you, it was me. Then there was the turtle from hell. No, you and Ollie can take care of the damn bird. I refuse. Vic was never one to think before he did something. Merry Christmas is already here, with a cage, Cuttlebone and seeds. We can't take her back. So she stays. It won't be so bad, I can help too. Laurie rolled her eyes. She was not a happy camper. She was not fond of animals to begin with and had no idea how to care for a dopey parakeet. Then she hit on a solution to stop Vic from purchasing any more animals. She had already refused to take care of the bird. She knew it would only be a matter of time before both Ollie and Vic got tired of the bird. Vic would end up having to clean the cage. This was simple yet diabolic. It had to work. Christmas morning arrived. Ollie wanted to open one present before breakfast. Being indulgent parents, they agreed she could open one present. They had wrapped the bird in its cage just before breakfast. No one told them that the bird would destroy the wrapping paper, so that Allie would see the bird first thing. That, of course, was the gift she wanted to open first. Since the bird had already ripped most of the paper off the cage, Ollie had very little to tear off. She danced with glee as she saw the small blue-chested parakeet. She promptly wanted to hold it. Vic thought that would be cute, especially in a picture. He opened the door expecting the bird to jump on his finger. Instead, she bit him. With a childlike yelp, he withdrew his finger without shutting the door to the cage. That did it. The bird was loose, flying all over the small apartment. Attempting to catch the creature was futile. Laurie and Vic running all over the apartment, Ollie screaming to catch her birdie. Finally, Laurie had enough. Vic, go get a kitchen towel. Ollie, darling, stop screaming, we will catch the bird. Gritting her teeth, Laurie headed toward her computer. There had to be something about getting a small parakeet back in its cage. It had to be better than all the crying and screaming taking place in the living room. Laurie read quickly. The problem is trickier if the bird is untamed. In this case, you will need to lure the bird back by removing all food and handy perches from beyond the cage and wait for the bird to return of its own accord. If you can't wait for the bird to return on its own, you might have to resort to using a towel or a net. Laurie, muttering great to herself, headed back into the living room. Vic was running around after the bird, attempting to get it to land on his finger. Ollie was running after Vic, pleading with him to catch her birdie. Laurie grabbed a kitchen towel. She waited for the bird to land. No such luck. The bird landed on a curtain rod. There was no possible way for Laurie to catch the bird up there. Time was not on her side. Both sets of parents were on their way to watch Ollie open her Christmas gifts. Laurie already had dinner in the oven: a ham, potatoes, candied sweet potato casserole, and green beans. Dessert, apple pie with whipped cream on top. At least all of that was prepared. Now back to the bird. They had less than 45 minutes to capture it and return it to the cage. Laurie quickly explained to Vic why a towel or net was necessary to catch the bird. Vic stood thoughtfully for several moments. Hey, we could always use the fishing net in the bathroom. Laurie wasn't sure it was a good idea. Vic, that is the craziest idea we have had yet. No, the towel idea is better. Make sure to leave the cage door open, but take out of the food, water, and Cuttlebone. Vic knew she was correct. Okay, we'll try it your way, but we are running out of time. Your mom and dad are always early. Laurie went into the kitchen, returning with another towel. Vic, you flap the towel at the bird. I'll wait till it lands. Throw the towel over it, then it goes back into the cage. Easier said than done, as they soon discovered. Merry Christmas continued to perch on curtain rods, with no intention of returning to the cage anytime soon. Laurie knew that Vic's suggestion was the most practical. "Laurie, we could use that net you decorated the bathroom with." He half expected Laurie to laugh at his suggestion instead. "Go get it, Vic, while I keep trying to catch this damn bird." Vic obediently went into the bathroom. He hated the bathroom decor, with the net and seashells. He got the net off of its hooks, removed the shells, then he heard Laurie. "I missed that sucker again, now it is trying to attack me." "Vic, hurry up with that net." Vic was all thumbs trying to get the last shells off of the net. He hurried with the net, tripped himself tackling Laurie. Ordinarily Laurie would have laughed, however she was annoyed since she still had not gotten the bird back in its cage. Worse yet, both sets of parents would be arriving within a few moments. Laurie knew they could not let their parents in if the bird was still flying around. The way things were going, the damn bird would escape out the door. Ollie would be crying and screaming. No, they had to catch that bird now. Laurie stood on the coffee table with one part of the net. Vic climbed up on the back of the couch. Ollie began yelling, "Mommy, Daddy, I want my birdie." Together Laurie and Vic closed in on Merry Christmas. Laurie managed to miss the bird. Vic missed completely. The net landed on top of Laurie. Would they ever catch that damn bird? Right in the middle of the hubbub, Laurie's parents arrived, followed by Vic's parents. "We're here, can someone open the door?" Ollie began to dance around. "Grandma and Grandpa are here, Mommy." "Ollie, don't open the..." Too late, Ollie opened the door and Merry Christmas flew out into the hall. Ollie's grandma Peterson saw the bird. It landed on a light in the hall. She walked over, put her finger out. Merry Christmas perched on it. Ollie in her sing-song voice. "Mommy, Daddy, Grandma is bringing in Merry Christmas, our Christmas bird." Laurie, convinced this was the bird from hell, thought, "Too bad it is not a little bigger, it would have been a decent dinner."